So I'm here with Vikings legend Cris Carter. Of course, for you, Cris, coming to London again, of course, not only are fans from Minnesota here, who you played for a lot of time, but also from Ohio, where you were born in Ohio, you were raised in Ohio, went to high school in Ohio. So for you, how nice is it to see fans from both Minnesota and Ohio here in London for the game?
Well, I grew up more of a Browns fan than a Bengals fan, even though I live closer to where the Bengals are in Cincinnati, Ohio, compared to Cleveland, Ohio. But in the Hall of Fame, I'm closer to Cleveland. My grandfather's favorite team was the Cleveland Browns, and also the combination with Ohio is you got a lot of Ohio State fans here. So a lot of Ohio State fans cheer for the Browns, so they're going to be cheering for me regardless of who we're playing against. So it is a nice kind of reunion for me. I see a lot of people I'm very, very familiar with. So looking forward to the game tomorrow. Should be very exciting.
If I'm right, you're named after Cris Collingsworth, right? Is that right?
I changed my first name, Cris Collingsworth.
Yeah.
Because he was an electric wide receiver. Wasn't for the Bengals team, but he was one of my favorite receivers growing up.
I want to ask you about this Browns defense in terms of they're number one in the league in terms of yards allowed, points allowed, fourth best pass defense, best run defense in the league. When you were a player, how did your game plan sort of change when you were up against these great defenses? How did you guys sort of prepare when you're playing against maybe 1 week where teams maybe not quite as good, and then next week you're playing against a team who's got one of the best defenses in the league? How did that sort of for you? How was that game plan? How do you think the Vikings will be preparing?
Well, it really just starts with pass protection. Like, you got to be able to protect people up front. And I think that their front seven is better than their back end. So I think from a variety standpoint, especially with Carson Wentz in there as a backup, like, you're going to really narrow down your game plan and concentrate on attacking them in 3 or 4 different areas. But protection is the key, especially with the offensive linemen that we got hurt. Their defensive front against our offensive line on paper is a mismatch. So we got to be able to protect against that.
And finally, your prediction for Sunday?
I'm always with the purple, man. Purple, man. I got on purple underwear, bro. That's how we live.